Now, and I think I understand, I wanted you to clarify that earlier on. You said the registration of those vehicles happened even though the vehicles were with Matala.
Yes,
they were registered into the EMPD's books, or whatever that means, but they remained with Matala.
No, not EMPD books. They were registered at cities, the proxy.
Okay.
Yes.
So those were registered as to become officially on the E90s. They became City of Ekurhuleni motor vehicles, but they were sitting with Matala.
We have not yet received them. You are correct.
You never took them.
Yes, you are correct.
So what it means is, for a period, a private entity was sitting with vehicles of the city because they are registered as the city's vehicles.
Remember the process.
The answer has to be yes. I have to insist. The answer has to be yes.
For this process, yes, because we didn't receive them.
So, Cat Matala for VIP, Cat VIP, for a period, had in its collection of vehicles that were registered in the name of the city. So if they are stopped on the road, that vehicle, if it is checked, would appear on E90s, would appear as an EMPD vehicle or city vehicle.
Yes, if they're driving, you're correct. You're correct. You're correct.
Okay. Right.
Yes, yes.
And what was the reason for registering them before they were handed over? What was the compelling reason? Because I've bought only one car in my life. Yes. I know it gets registered and then it gets handed over to me.
Yes, Chris said he's still busy processing. He's still busy with the process. And I was pushing him this fine. I said, no. You mustn't have the process must be followed. You see, he knows the processes and everything.
My question is, why were these vehicles not handed over to the municipality, and then when they are under the control of the municipality, when you know what's happening with them, where are they going, what are they being driven for, who's using them, why couldn't that be done, and then registration happens when they are under the control of the municipality?
We didn't think of that, you see. You are correct when you say they were under the private with the name of an institution, you see. But we wanted them to be donated when everything is finalized. But what you are raising is true. Driving with the name, but I didn't even ask, are you driving or are you parking them? You see,
do you know what they were used for in the period after they were registered in the name of the city?
No, I'm not aware. No.
Have you asked Mr. Matala, what did you do with these vehicles in the time that they were still registered with the city?
When we communicated, he was asking about the process, but I never asked him, what are you doing with those vehicles, what, I never asked that.
So if those vehicles were involved in criminal activity, sitting there, you have no idea?
I think we will, because any vehicle that is detected to a crime, it goes direct to Chris. Chris is able to detect all those vehicles. You don't
know. As you sit there.
Or me, I don't know. Yes.
You have no idea.
Yes.
And yet you are the official that caused these vehicles to be registered while sitting with a private security company, and you don't. Once you have registered them, you don't check what's going on with these vehicles.
No, Commissioner, to be honest, I thought this process is going to be a process of a week or 2 or 3 weeks. I never thought even it's going to have some delays. I thought it's going to be 1, 2, because of the excitement. There's a letter. He said he needs the letter, and then he's going to finalize the process. When I asked him, no, now there's a process, that's where I saw what it's going to, you see.
Why were these vehicles registered back to Mr. Matlala's company from the city?
There was noise now. As I've said that.
Sorry, there was what?
No, as I've said that Rev of Peace, Deputy Chief Rev, went to Chris, according to Chris, and told Chris, you see, and asked about the vehicles and raised all these issues. Then Chris came to, Mr. Mzolo informed me, hey, there's a noise about this process of yours. But Chris told me that Deputy Chief of Police, Revo Spies, came to him complaining about vehicles and everything, you see. Then there was this disappointment, and he said, no, I don't want stories. But from my side, there was this disappointment and said, no, it's fine, let's cancel this thing.
Did the deregistration happen after this story was in the media? The deregistration? Was it, you're saying Mzolo and then Spies. So in the timeline and evidence that we have received, Spies becomes involved because there's a media inquiry, right? So it's in the media. That's why Spies becomes involved for the first time.
Yes.
And then he makes inquiries with Steyn. So my question is, the deregistration back to Mr. Matala, it happened because of now the matter is in the media, and there are now questions about it.
Yes, you are correct. It happened because of Deputy Chief Rivers Peace went to Chris.
Okay.
You see.
So somewhere in your evidence, I understood you to say you were finalizing an item to go to council at some point. Did I understand you?
No, Chris was doing that.
Yes.
It's his responsibility, not us. AMPT doesn't do finalizing of vehicles and everything.
And what was going to be submitted? What were you going to ask from the council?
No, I don't know. He was doing that.
Yeah, he must have told you, these are your vehicles. This is your project. So let's speak frankly. This is your project. He's just the proxy. And that's why you went to him to say, you are the proxy, help with the registration. So you remain interested in this. And when he says, I have to go to council, firstly, you said to us, he said to you a letter of, I think you call it commitment or something?
Intention to commit.
Yes.
Intent to commit, yes.
He said to you, that's okay. Just give me that letter of commitment and I will do it. Now he says to you, I'm preparing an item to go to council. And remember in your statement, you say, they told you this is how it was always done. It was done with a letter of commitment. Even Mapieye has done it. Now Chris turns on you and says, I'm preparing an item to council. You did ask him why. If he told you that, you did ask him, and what did he say to you?
Not an item. He said there's a process, you see.
To go to council?
Yes. Then he came back and told me that, no, now we are cancelling. There's a noise. Revo came to me and...
I'm asking you this question. When he says to you, it must go to council, after first telling you that a letter of commitment is fine, I'll do it with a letter of commitment. And we know he did that because these vehicles were registered to the municipality at some point. When he says to you, I'm now preparing an item for council, you must have asked him, why now? Why are we involving council? What do we want from council? You must have asked him, and my question is, what did he say to you he wants from council? Why is this going to council?
No, to be honest, Commissioner, I didn't ask because I know that he specialized. I was told that, no, in terms of these processes, he knows these processes better. I didn't even want to put pressure on that. You see, I didn't do that, honestly, so I didn't.
Okay.
Yes.
And you did not do any formal process to take those cars now out of the name of the EMPD? No approvals internally, no reports, nothing. Because remember, these cars belong to the municipality now. They are sitting with somebody, but they belong to the municipality. Now, when you give them back to their owner by deregistering them from the name of the council, there were no reports to council, or to the municipality, actually, let me say, to the city.
Remember, they were not yet processed to council. He was busy with that process. I think that's why it didn't, you see. But I was called.
Yes.
And asked, why did you deregister the vehicle that we were supposed, because we were told the vehicle did. I said, no, but Revo Speed, Deputy Commissioner Revo Speed, sorry, I mean to say, tiredness, see, raised the issues of the car and everything. And to be honest, I was starting to be aware that all the character, or the way they were raising about Vusi Matala and social media, and you see. Then I think that's why, again, that I didn't push, I didn't want to resist, you see. Sorry. I said, no, it's fine. you see, because I wanted peace and stability on my side.
Probably